Hello and good morning, my crafty creatures. I am trying to adjust my volume out here. There we go. It is Monday, and oh my goodness, it is Monday. That's all I got. I had a good weekend off where I played art, and I pretty much did nothing except for yesterday. I've had 3 baby dragons sitting in my queue to get done. 2 are for someone at work who he does 3D print things for me, and I've been making him baby dragons in payment because I made him one because he made me a little dragon duck or a wolf duck. He made me a wolf duck, so I made him one, and then his mom and his grandma kept trying to steal his, so I'm finishing up making them some so his can stay safe, and I'm sewing it together. That's what I was doing before stream, and I'll finish it up after stream. But I like to do bartering. I like to collect other people's arts and crafts, and if they want to collect mine. Oh, nice. Nice. I'm glad that Mama got to go to BookCon. Mama does that. We all deserve nice things. Mama deserves nice things, and so do you. We all deserve the nice things. But I've been stressed. I've been really close to my breaking point, and last week I opened Monday going, "Hey, it's going to be a normal week." And then it just cascaded into not a normal week. And I don't even know what this week's going to bring. I'm not even going to try to predict. I am going to try to be present. But I have just been so tired of making plans, setting things up for it to just collapse because someone else decided that they didn't want to. And it's all the digs on my coworkers is being short-staffed and then just deciding to fuck all the way off. And it's frustrating. Oh, that's fantastic. Man, that's so sweet. Oh, I'm glad that she got to. My friend, my friend Michelle, who runs Nest of Nessie, give her a like on Facebook. Her crafting company name is Nest of Nessie. She's super cool. She does really nice things. She went over to Vermont this weekend for a horror and sci-fi convention. And she said it was kind of slow and she didn't make a lot of sales. And I felt really bad because she does some really, really nice stuff. But that's just where we are down here in the States is everybody's trying to scrimp and save. The nice things that are super expensive, they can't afford because they got to pay for things like food and living. Exactly. I love books, but I love books and I have a lot of books, but I'm not as big of a book person as Husband Creature is because he is a book person. And that's cool. It's all good. I love it. Actually our new sectional, funny enough, our new sectional made for more room for more bookcases. It takes up more space, but it made more room. I don't have good answers for that. But so tomorrow I am having a couch taken away. I am hoping to just have it so they can get up and take it off my deck so it's not too difficult for them. But we'll see where that goes. But yeah, it's just been stressful, and I've been trying not to carry the stress over here onto stream because I truly want to bring happiness and joy to this place because this is what cross stitch gives me. Cross stitch gives me happiness and joy. Couch math does hurt. Couch math hurts so hard, but the new couch is really nice. Well, and I keep calling it a couch. It is a sectional. It has, on each end, it has two electric recliners, which are phenomenal. In the center has the couchy bit, enough room for the doggos. And it's a bigger, it takes up more room, but it's it's more curved to fit the wall than the couch was, so it takes up less space. And I've been loving it. Like, unfortunately, with all the furniture that's currently in the space, we haven't been really able to enjoy it. So when the couch goes away tomorrow, the old couch goes away tomorrow, we should be able to start enjoying the space a little bit more. Yes. Oh, yes. Those are great too. This is how we know we're adults. We are loving on the furniture. Ah. So I'm working on 939 here. It will be the color that goes to the grave with me, at least in this project. You you guys came you guys started watching Buffalo Woman when I was mostly done all the filament work. So you didn't get to see the painful 13,000 stitches of filament work that I had to do. But you will go through every painful stitch of 939 with me. Maybe not everyone, because I do a lot of it off camera too. And it's so funny. So we got our sectional from a place that is going out of business. And they're like, well, we can deliver it to you, but we can't put it together for you. And I'm like, that's fine. And he seemed kind of taken aback. He's like, you're fine with that? I'm like, oh, absolutely. I love, I, guys, I love putting things together. I love Legos. I love furniture. If you give me a box and go, hey, I'm sorry I couldn't get it put together, no love loss. I want to put things together. And I keep telling my coworkers and my friends, I'm like, if you have something that needs to be put together, call me. You don't even have to feed me. You just have to put up with a few cuss words, and I might have to have you hold something for me. But overall, I love doing stuff, and that would be the tism. Uh, and everybody looks at me funny. No, I do counted cross stitch. I make giant pictures one little square at a time. Oh yeah, the giant bed model. Um, yeah, I think ours with an ottoman could do that, but after stream today, I'm actually going to set up everything so it can just be taken out tomorrow. Like, oh, ad break. And I had to run on safe mode, so I'm sorry. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah, we were looking for stuff like that, but ultimately we really wanted the recliners more than the storage. And ours would have cost a lot, except for the place was going out of business. I mean, and it wasn't due to anything bad. The building, the owner, who funny enough, um, is Rob's family is marrying into the owner of the furniture store that we bought our stuff from. The owner of that building, um, it was attached to our mall, the Bangor Mall, and the Bangor Mall is just it's going to shit. Uh, and so someone bought it with the intent of making turning it into a residential facility, like condos and then assisted living, and it's big enough. Like it's big enough. But they made her an offer on her building that apparently was very hard to refuse. So she took it, and that's why they're going out of business. So our couch was initially $4,000, and we got it for $1,600. And I encourage that because we need more housing. I love brick and mortar stores. Don't get me wrong. If the mall still had, because I used to, when I was in college, the mall was booming. I would go down, and mind you, this is 2001 to 2006 because I'm an old lady. But I loved it. And when I was growing up, we used to just go, like, I'm not a sit at the mall and just socialize all day kind of gal. Me and my best friend would just kind of cruise the mall, go into stores, look at the sales, like just that level of socialism. People watch. That was our best fun, is people watching. But if they're not being used, like there are so many vacant big buildings, and yes, I recognize that it costs a lot of money to do the switch over, but the return on investment could be just astronomically huge. Yes, I people watch. I am wouldn't say I'm the queen of people watching, but I do my fair share. And if things seem glitchy or like I'm missing things in my stream, it's because I had to run OBS on safe mode today. For whatever reason, normal mode isn't booting up properly. My OBS and Stream Elements are not getting along, so I'm going to have to uninstall Stream Elements and get another assistant kind of thing. Because this is not the first time that it's happened, and it's happened more and more as like the weeks go on. And I don't know if I missed something about OBS and Stream Elements having a tiff, but I like my OBS. It's all set up. So if Stream Elements isn't getting along, I'm not horribly attached. I'll go to another assistant. But yeah, it won't let me run in normal mode. So if there are things that are normally here that are missing, sorry. That's just what we're gonna have to do for now. Oh, it's awful. Like Thursday, I was supposed to do my long stream, and OBS just wouldn't even run in safe mode. I was like, no. And then because of Thursday, I didn't even try on Friday. I made a video with just OBS, and part of that led to me feeling better. Because I posted it on my government, well, my previous government name Facebook. That's a whole nother thing. On my anniversary, on Husband Creatures and I's 3rd anniversary, which is May 20th, I'm going to be changing my family Facebook page, the one that my family has me on. I'm going to be changing my name to my actual government name, because it's time. It's been 3 years. I'm going to write a blurb on that page about why I didn't say anything earlier, but I'm going to be changing it to my government name. But until then, I posted on my family page the video that I made, and it was a release. On honestly, I think I need to do a few more of those, and whether or not I publish them or not, I don't know. I might send them to a few people. I might post them in places, but it was very cathartic to get that off my chest. And it's just talking about how I am disabled and I need to recognize that more. And I really wish that people would stop ignoring my disabilities because of they're uncomfortable. Yeah, yeah. I have been noticing that it's I normally have like a USB mitigator, um, and it's currently not enabled because of the shit OBS is pulling. But yeah, and it's something that I'm working on. Like my next therapy session, I'm going to start talking about my bitter and resentment. Like, because I have a lot of it and I don't often talk about it because I'm not ready to fully explore it yet. So I'm not going to talk about it a lot here because I do want the safety of my therapist. But I do, and I'm saying the quiet parts out loud. I hold a lot of resentment towards my disabilities. And I hold even more resentment to people who do not respect that I have them, that I'm trying to function, and they still don't believe that I'm disabled. I think that's the one that I'm most bitter about, is the people who don't believe that I'm disabled. I'm sitting here, I'm pondering if I
Welcome July 138.
Oh yeah. And I have definitely noticed everybody in my circle, whether you know each other or not, everybody in my circle of existence is having very similar problems. Like, life's not awful, but it kind of fucking sucks. Like, it's that dichotomy where I'm not in a bad space. I'm not. I'm in relatively good spirits, and I'm not suffering in any way. I'm just done. And I think one of the hard things for me is accepting that both of those things can exist in the same space, and that is okay. You can be in a good place and have other things that aren't so good going on at the same time. The good doesn't take away from the bad, and the bad should not take away from the good. And I have Doctor Who, Matt Smith, the Van Gogh episode, have him to thank for that. Good things will always happen in our lives. So will bad things. But the good things should not take away from the bad, and the bad should not take away from the good, because they're all happening because they need to. And I need to say that out loud more for me to accept it. My dad was 40 when he died. My dad died of a heart attack. Mind you, it was induced by sobriety, which is funny to say, but that's how many drugs he was on. Is by the time he got sober, his heart gave out. And more people need to know about that too. He wasn't safe about going sober. And when he did go sober, unfortunately, he went cold turkey and his heart gave out. I have lived longer than my father. And I could easily sound like a motivational poster from hell, and that's kind of what keeps me going most days. Is I've had to stay in a permanent state of keeping myself alive 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, because that's what type 1 diabetes does to someone. I don't get I don't get 5 minutes to just pretend it's not there. I don't even I don't even get a second to pretend it's not there. Since I was 14 years old, I have not had a moment where I was not well aware of my mortality. So, when I'm being overly positive, when I'm trying to motivate people to, hey, it does get better. Hey, you don't have to worry about it. I'm not speaking out of my ass. Is every single breath I take is managed and mitigated by my diabetes. And I don't mean it to control my life. Diane and I have a great relationship, but at the same time, ultimately, Diane is the executive CEO. Because I was meant to die at 14. My body failed. My internal organs failed. And I was meant to die. So, so every moment I take a breath is a gift because of Diane and I's relationship and managing a disease that science has very fortunately gifted insulin for. So when I am being positive and I am trying to motivate, I am not trying to spread toxic positivity. That is not my intent, because I will be the first one to tell you that it sucks. But it can suck and still be good. uh and and that's another hard thing that I am dealing with right now is I know other people do not have it any easier. I will be the first to tell you that other people have it just as bad or as hard as me. But that does not take away from what I am dealing with. And I have too often allowed it to do as such because I have stayed quiet because I know someone else is going through something worse. In my mind, it's worse. But this is just kind of where my breaking point is at, is I have to learn how to balance and mitigate. No, it's not worse. It's just different. And that's why I fight so hard with people with mental health issues. Is A, I was gifted with a few of them, but B, no one can see that battle. No one's privy to the mental health battle that so many people go through. And you call me naive if you want to, but when someone is telling me their problems, I believe 100% what they're going through to be true. Even if I cannot see it, it is true because to them, they are going through it. Now, if someone sits down and tells me, well, you beat me every night and I live across the country, I might have to question that, because if I can move that fast, I'd be doing different things with my life. So, I mean, there are obvious limits to what I believe, but if someone tells me that they are in pain and their pain is a 10, even though I can see them running around doing things, I give them the grace of allowing them to know that that is a 10. I work with it, and I don't try to tell them any different, because that is not my place. What's some good news? What's some good news? And no, we will not let you take a long walk off a short pier. That's for assholes. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Dan, that's fantastic. How do you feel? And how do you feel? B, I'm proud of you because it seems from what you have have said, that looks like it was the correct way to lose weight because it takes a long time to lose that much weight, and you got to do the mental balance with the pound balance. And no, Jules, no but raw. Nice. Now I'm going to be happy because of that, because that's amazing. I I'm going to sit very happily at 170, 75 to 180 because I can get down to 160, but I need to live at the gym. No return. Well, how about a cryo freeze? And when they can figure out what the fuck is wrong, that they can wake you up. How's that? Mm-hmm. So, I don't generally buy a lot of clothing off the internet. I will buy T-shirts and I'll buy them bigger than the size I actually am because I wear those T-shirts specifically at home. My Rainbow Care Bears being one of them. But I got one. It should be arriving today that says this body came with a lot of terms and conditions that I did not agree to, and it makes me happy. I I'm working on because I do have bigger T-shirts that I like that I want them to be more form fitting, but I I am working on learning how to sew. So I have them in my work in progress, like this dress right here that's hanging off. Okay, yes, it is. That is a dress. It's just wrapped up and hung over itself. Now, it has a beautiful scoop neck and a beautiful train, and it's gray, mind you, it's gray. But I have my magenta pumps that are going to go with it, and I want to put um I have magenta crochet thread, and I'm gonna do trim along the shoulder swoop, and I'm thinking about doing it on the train, but I'm thinking more about making the train have a hook on the butt so I can lift it up so it doesn't drag on the floor kind of thing. Ooh, I I can easily say that I have been about the same size for 20 years. Um, I mean, I've gone up and down, but I don't yo-yo diet. My activity is roughly the same. I do want to pick it up a little bit. I do want to either start biking, get my bike out of the basement, start doing bike rides. I want to with the idiots that I have. That idiot right there. My pupper cam isn't working either because I don't have the USB manager. Oh, wow. Yeah. We're just gonna put you on protein drinks, Jules. Like, and That's something for me is I like to eat and I like food, but at the same time, I eat so slowly because food keeps getting stuck. But no one, the doctor does not feel anything is wrong. So, you know what? No, I'm having a good active chat feature. You don't z me. I am actually talking to real people. Judgy dragon. And that's yeah. Like I live on a lot of soft foods. That's one of the hilarious bits about working at a senior care facility is the food is very very soft, so it goes down really easy for me and it doesn't get stuck cuz it's soft. Now at home, I don't want to do that. But at work I'm like, "Yeah, baby, soft food." And I know you've been probed and looked at, Jules, but that's why I think that it might be celiacs is because it seems that you got some poo going on, and like I love my Ensure drinks because they're gluten free and it doesn't actually have. Oh, hello, dust. It's the dust. Yes. We're just talking about all kind. We don't really have a topic for today. We're talking about funks and being in them, essentially, and just how hard it is to exist. But it's okay that it's hard to exist because we have each other. Come what may, we have each other. Yeah, and that's the weird thing. Yeah, I know, I know, I know. But it yeah. I saw a shirt yesterday that said, "I did not agree to be. I do not agree to be a medical mystery." So it is absolutely gorgeous outside today, and I've opened a few of the windows in my house. The big ones downstairs I have open. Um, I have one in my hallway, and I have one next to the dog kennels to create a nice cross breeze. And it is just absolutely gorgeous outside, and I'm loving it. And though this weekend is supposed to be super rainy, and I think I don't know what's going on. I'll have to touch base tomorrow, assuming everything goes as it's supposed to in my brain for the next week. I think Saturday and Sunday I'm working 12-hour shifts, so I will not be very readily available those days. I could be wrong, and I'm really hoping I'm wrong because my boss has tried to find a way around so me my coworker and I do not have to do 12-hour shifts. But in the off chance I have to do a 12-hour shift, it's going to suck ass. Okay, one more and stop 3 before the... Yeah, my hand camera is awfully laggy today, and I apologize for that, folks. I am going to have an argument with OBS and whatnot, because safe mode means slow. Over the course of the weekend, I also got one of my many little bits and baubles orders. Because I'll tell people I order from Temu. Not a whole lot of... I don't order anything big or anything I know that is copyrighted work. Because I see a lot of my really favorite artists, and I see their work on stuff that I know they didn't license. And I stick to ordering base level pieces that I can make things from. But I got... Let's see. Where is it? Oh my goodness. Oh, it's all the way over there. All the way over there. Let's see if I can get it without running over dog. So, I got this little thing. It is a small ratcheting screwdriver. Because there are sometimes tight spaces that I can't get into with my other ratcheting screwdriver. And I got that so I can. Look at my poop! Today's craft project, other than the beauteous 939 work of Divine Instinct, I have a crow mask that I got, and I added the color shift, dark purple to blue. The paint color is called Mermaid, but on the black feathers of the mask, it just looks amazing. And I'm glad that today was a nice bright sunshiny day, so I had opportunity to do that work. Oh, fuck me. Woo! Have fun cleaning the basement. I have yet to... Yeah, that's a place that I need to tackle that I haven't tackled in 20 years. So, I'd love to say, yo, yeah, I'm gonna do... No, chances are it's not gonna happen. But, best of luck, Dan. Thank you for stopping in. I got in a rhythm. Now we gotta pull stitches because I got in a rhythm. Because as much as I tell myself, oh, I'll just remember that for later, I won't. And it's easier to catch it because I'm still on the same line. It's just a couple of stitches. And this, folks, is why I say crochet and knitting, it's easier to pull stitches. And it's really a pain in the ass because I'm literally skipping one stitch. That is all that I am skipping. Rila, skip 1 and 2. What happened? I managed to talk for almost an hour. Huh? Well, sorry. No, so today I'm hoping to get this column done. I might not. I'm hoping. But after stream, I am going to try to bring my my deck furniture up to my deck. At least the base part. Because it's big, and I know it's going to rain Thursday and Friday, so get it, the hard plastic parts up there so they can kind of get rinsed off by the rain, because we're supposed to get like 2 inches of rain, which is good, because our rivers are low, so it's all good. And then line up my furniture so tomorrow morning it just can go out the door. Like, I don't have to fight, I don't have to like help them finagle anything. I can just get it out the door, and life is great. Skip one. Complete. And I have been working up in my video space. I know I haven't been talking about it a lot, because I haven't had any like big, huge leaps and bounds. I've mostly been getting drywall all hung on the back wall, and making sure that it is put together properly. Because after I get that area done, I'm going to go to the other end and start working on Husband Creature's library, which is going to be a lot of bookcases and some knee walls. Yes. And I also try to tell myself that. Um, I have I have a list of like 5-minute projects that are super easy to get done and do, but I just gotta sit down and focus on the 5 minutes to do them. Mhm. One looks straight. Mhm. We'll have both of Divine's ears when we're all done. That's really all this page is. This is the other part of his ear. At least I have good audio. My video kind of sucks today, and I'm hoping to fix that this week. Can I say tomorrow? I'm not sure. I'll try to fix it this week. So I can promise you, all of this week is going to be the 939 color. Just because that is my existence for most of this piece. It'll be great when we get to another color, but it's all shades of dark blues, or light blue. All the blues, all the places. I'm blue, if I were green, I would die. Recently, I've just simply been hoping to get through a full stream week without having too much craziness going on, and that's been too much to ask. Let's be fair. It's I have not had any sort of normal stream time at all this year. Like it just keeps hitting. And then when my time evens itself out, I'm just so tired that I'm like, no. And this column is getting narrower. Or these two columns, it's going down into a smaller bit. Not by much, but it is getting fewer stitches. Skip one. Just skip one and I'll break it. Nope, that didn't make it to the corner. We're gonna put that in the corner. Oh. It's also not quite yet, but we're working on things. We're working on into the season of me being allergic to everything that's blooming. uh, I've been dusting and cleaning, and I've learned, and I've known this for a while, and I've been doing it for a while. But when I'm dusting very large amounts of dirt off, or dirt dust off of an item, is I get the rag wet and I collect the dust on the rag and rinse it out and repeat, so it doesn't fly everywhere. Either that or I take it outside, and this is the fun one. Now, it's fun to do in the house if you have like an open window to blow it towards. Using a leaf blower in the house to get all the dust and dirt out and just puff it out a window. I have done this in my hallway. It is literally the only area in my house where I can shut all the doors to the bathroom and everything like that. Open up the window, take the screen out of the window, open up the window, and just turn on a leaf blower and have all the dust and dirt in the hallway just go right out that window. It's so much fun. So satisfying. I suggest it for anybody who can. If you can close up a room that you're top to bottom cleaning, leaf blower for the win. Take one and all. You can also get more detailed work. I've used my shop vac the same way. I put my little focus pointer thing on the end, and I've done detail dirt blasting. Though just because of the sheer power of the leaf blower, that one hands down is my favorite, just because of the intensity in which dust gets blown somewhere else. Fine. I have the shepherd crew. Thinks they're being abused. And my pupper cam's broken, so maybe it's decided to work. Let's see. Let's see if I can get it. Yeah. Nope. Mm-hmm. And then I'm gonna have to count. After this line, I'm gonna have to start counting. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Okay. One over. Okay. 1/10. Oh, and skip 3 and 3. So 1, 2, 3. One, three. Hmm. Wow. That's asinine. Uphill. I don't know if you guys can do that up there, but down here, uphill. Mhm. Mhm.
How is everyone?
Oh, now you're being nice, feature. Really? Oh. So since I'm easing my way back into this thing, I have one more piece of thread already pre-cut. So once I'm done my little pre-cut piece of thread here, I'm gonna call it a day. And hopefully, because all my Mondays really just seem to suck so much ass. Hopefully I'll be back tomorrow. And if I can do that, that'll be a change from so many of my adventures.
Nothing else.
Just tell me when the ads are done. You're fine. You're fine. See, you're fine. Yeah, that's just ridiculous. Like, they could also reimburse you for what they can cover and then just take a little bit of the blow off. So if they only can cover $120, so you lost $5. Like, and I know it's more down to the principle of the thing, but I'd rather spend $5 than $125. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out right where I'm working. Like, all my counts are correct, and yet I seem to have an extra stitch. So I'm not sure how that's working out, but we'll figure it out. We always do. I get that. Like, I yeah, I totally understand only being very, very fiscally responsible. And it's frustrating when they're not, or they don't make the language clear. But I have this running theory that unfortunately seems to be true, is the government intentionally likes to confuse you, and this goes across the board. There's no government going, "Oh, here, have free money, no strings attached." No, no, don't worry about it. We got you, babe. There's no government in the entire world doing that. So, because if there were, that government would be doing universal base income, and there'd probably be a whole lot of people flocking to that area. Because I don't know about other people, but I like to work. Even if I had a universal, would I work myself nearly as hard into the ground? Absolutely not. But I would work enough to keep myself busy and to provide a good product out of my work. Uh, I get that feeling. Someone's gonna get barked at. Jeez. I'm out, and I know it puts more work on you, but all of their regulations and whatnot, all of those books should be publicly available for you to access and read. I know that all of the regulations that I have for my job, I have a copy of the book. I have all the regulations. I have all the parameters and the rules and whatnot. Um, they read like stereo instructions, but when I'm being a sassy asshole, they come in handy. Mm. Mhm. I think once I'm done this row, I'm gonna call it a day because I'm still not used to. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but 2 hours sitting still is still something I gotta wean myself back into. So I think an hour and a half is a good start. I'm gonna finish up this row and we can play guess how many stitches I did because I have not hit my button, so I don't even know how many stitches I did. And they're not full. It's not full boxes, so I can't just go, oh yeah, I did 400 or whatever. So let's see, I did 10, 11, 12. I did 15. This sounds awful. I did 15 lines at 20. I'm looking at my thingy and I want to say that I did 150. Yeah, and that's what I like to do when I'm in situations like you are. Is if I find the information and there are other people that I know that want the same information, is I share it because that's what you're supposed to do with information. You're supposed to share it. I'm about to yell at my dogs. 1 second. Go lay down. Knock it off. Pixie, enough. Yeah. Okay. Oh well. While I'm waiting for Jules' stitch count, I'm thinking 150. I'm gonna do one more row because I'm totally not done the string yet, and I said when I was done the string. So skip one. This should be 10. I did one more. Where that happened? I don't know. But yeah. Okay. So here at 175. I'll close up this. I'll go as far as I can with what I got here, which I should be able to finish the row, and then I'll be out of string. Yeah, because I did 15 rows and they weren't complete rows of 20, so. Perfect. Perfectly not at all planned. Okay. Wow. Wow, we were both wrong. I got 231 stitches done. Wow. Okay, and that brought us up to 11.51%. Wow, 11.5%. Woo woo. Hopefully. Please send good juju my way that I'm not gonna get surprised today. And I hope everybody has a phenomenal day. I'm gonna go enjoy some sun. Drink your water. Take your meds. Be kind to yourself without harming others. Be kind to others without harming yourself. Realize a lot of things in life are not mutually exclusive and they can exist in the same space. I'm going to be trying to practice that one. And I love you all and thank you for the gift of your time. Really hoping to be back tomorrow, but every time I've said that for the past 4 Mondays, something has happened. So, I hope to see you all tomorrow at 10, but keep a lookout in the Discord in case I'm not. I'll be lurking. I love you all. Thank you for the gift of your